Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
Are you busy during the week and have no time to go to the credit union to access your loans? Do you wish there were more days available to you? We can help. Our Loan Saturday is back by popular demand this and every Saturday at the GUT Credit Union Grandance Branch, Excel Plaza. Enjoy the peace of mind knowing that you have access to your credit union even on a weekend. So come on in and take advantage of our services every Saturday. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
This is the Network News for Friday, July 8th, 2022. I am Beverly Telesford. In the headlines, Grenada Airport Authority retests its capability in preparation for real-life aircraft emergencies. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell recommits to regularization of employees within the public service. And preliminary round of Soca and Groovy Monarch competitions continue this weekend. In the region, in Trinidad, the state rakes in over $32 million from COVID-19 violations. Internationally, Japan's former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe assassinated. And coming up in sports, Grenada remains undefeated in the ECVA Men's Volleyball Championship in Antigua. The details right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Softweave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Softweave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue. Available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Softweave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening to our viewers and listeners. This is GBN's News at 7. Officer in charge of the Eastern Division of the Royal Grenada Police Force, Damian Lee, is sharing various approaches and methods they intend to implement to tackle the trend of violence that has been noticed in the parish of St. Andrew. More in this Rena Perry-Thomas report.
Last weekend, Grenada recorded its 4th homicide for the year. All 4 occurred in the parish of St. Andrew, in addition to several violent incidents recorded. This is a concern for the Royal Grenada Police Force, which are attempting to break that trend. Officer in charge of the Eastern Division, Damian Lee, says they are now trying different strategies to solve and eradicate crimes in the area.
Our approach has to be different. Sometimes the open approach to dealing things doesn't give you the results you want. So we have a number of covert operations, and that's why you're not seeing it. We had some before, implemented some before, and what we do now is to intensify our effort. So yes, there are activities happening. Some you would see and some you would not see. Because if you see, sometimes you see the police car coming here, tend to run. The idea is not to get you to run. The idea is to catch you and bring you to justice. What we try to do is to sharpen our investigative skills as much as is possible, given our own constraints. But the idea is to show the general public as swiftly as possible that if crime occurs, we are going to pursue the perpetrators and bring them to justice.
Over the past few weeks, high-ranking officers have expressed some concerns about the trend of crime in the parish, especially with the hype of the carnival season. Superintendent Lee explains that they will be searching individuals for weapons during carnival activities, mindful that perpetrators has created loopholes in this method.
Is that there will always be loopholes in the system. Our intelligence has shown us that some items were bought in prior, hidden in certain places. Those were information and intel we did not have before. So definitely it means that we have to beef up our intelligence in that regard, and we have to since taking steps to infiltrate and to get the information that we need to get to ensure that all future activities for the carnival season and beyond are not marred with such violence. And don't forget, we have asked our public to assist us. Do not sell in breakable bottles, because those things are used as offensive weapons. You break a bottle, you stab somebody. You might take the knife, but the bottle can easily do the same damage. So we're asking our public, especially our vendors, to cooperate in that regard.
For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
The International Civil Aviation Organization mandates that safety training be conducted periodically to ensure airports are prepared for real-life aircraft emergencies. This morning's simulation exercise was one of those refreshers GBN became a part of. Chrislina John reports.
You can't. It's really unfortunate. I would like you to step aside, go as far as this point, please, ma'am, because you cannot. You really cannot, because you're endangering your life.
Good morning, sir. How can I help you?
Yes, I need to find out how you end up on the scene.
Okay, well, what we understand that there was an emergency situation down at the airport, so then we responded to that. As
okay, so we have protocols. We have protocols to follow when we have incident like this, and the media is not supposed to be here, and you are a little too close to them. So you need to come with me, please. Thank you. This way, please. Thanks.
Although the media was not allowed on the actual scene, GBN was able to capture firsthand some of this morning's activities. Emergency responders reacted to the scene, carrying injured individuals for medical care, while others on the ground were being assessed. Flights coming in and departing from the Maurice Bishop International Airport were restricted for 2 hours Friday morning. This was to accommodate the rollout of the Airports Authority's annual full-scale emergency preparedness exercise, codenamed Operation Recovery. The exercise is intended to allow airlines, fire services, police, general hospital and other agencies, as well as the Airports Authority, the opportunity to test their respective functions when responding to an emergency, should there be such at the airport. Lenworth Gordon, Marketing and Properties Manager at the Airports Authority, explained a bit more about this morning's exercise.
Here we are mandated to have a simulation of an emergency exercise to show that the airport is ready to deal with real-life emergency situations. So that's what's happening today. The simulation involves Spice Air 101, which crashed at the threshold of runway 10, and all the emergency services have responded in terms of trying to assist survivors, etc. We temporarily suspended operations this morning from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And after this exercise, we're going to be having a debriefing to see, what could be improved, what was the outcome, what are the lessons that was learned, and then we'll resume normal operations after 11.
Emergency personnel responded as they would in a real-life emergency, including the use of sirens and firefighting equipment.
Is the command post. Here is a collection point for the victims or the survivors. And over there is the staging area. Sorry, this is the staging area over here. That's the advanced medical site, the AMP. We have here responding today the RGPF, St. George's University. We have SAMS Medical providing ambulance services as well. We have the Ministry of Health. Most of the organizations that are involved in this type of operation, we have them gathered. We also have an emergency operations center where the heads of these respective organizations sit at the airport, and they are basically the brain behind the situation in conjunction with the command center.
This full-scale emergency preparedness exercise is a culmination of months of planning and coordination across multiple jurisdictions and disciplines.
Reporting from the extreme end of the Maurice Bishop International Airport's runway, where there was a crash scene. It was a simulation exercise that was carried out here this morning. And as you see, the media has been thrown out by security services, so we'll have to cut and we'll have to leave you at this point. I am Chrislina John for GBN News.
Moving now to more news. Public servants whose salaries were also deducted in November 2018 for protesting over a 2% gratuity payment offer will also be reimbursed alongside teachers at the end of July. That's according to President of the Public Workers Union, Brian Grimes. Rena Perry-Thomas tells us more in this report.
Of July 2022, public officers whose salaries were also deducted together with teachers in November of 2018 should be smiling, as their salaries, as promised, will be reimbursed. On Thursday, June 30th, at the inaugural ceremony of his Cabinet of Ministers, Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell announced that teachers whose money was deducted in November of 2018 by the previous administration will be reimbursed by the end of July. Understanding that both teachers and other public officers who were part of the protest action in 2018 experienced deductions in their salaries, President of the Public Workers Union, Brian Grimes, says in order to seek clarification, an official letter by the union was sent to the newly elected Prime Minister, Dickon Mitchell, on July 4th to inquire if other public officers will be refunded their salaries. Grimes stated that the following day, a letter of response was received from the Permanent Secretary of Finance, Mike Sylvester.
Yes, the Grenada Public Workers Union is happy to announce to our membership that the dock salary in question, based on the statements made by the Honorable Dickon Mitchell at the swearing-in ceremony June 30th, that teachers will be getting their dock salaries returned. In fact, it's all public officers. The union took its time to seek clarification from the government of Grenada, and we got a response via PS in the Ministry of Finance, Mr. Mike Sylvester, that it will be returned to all public officers and not just teachers. So I'm sure those of our members who march and are in a bit of consternation as to whether or not it would be returned to them, rest assured, based on words coming directly from the Ministry of Finance, that they will receive it at the end of July, as stated by the Prime Minister of Grenada.
The decision to dock the salaries of teachers and public servants was taken by the then government in response to protest action prompted by the unions over the 2% gratuity payment offer. For GBN News, I am Rena Perry-Thomas reporting.
Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell is reiterating his intent to regularize employees within the public service, but is asking public servants to give 100% in the performance of their duties.
Prime Minister Mitchell is sticking to his party's promise during the campaign that they will address the regularization of employees within the public service. The Prime Minister continued his series of ministerial visits yesterday with a visit to the staff of the Ministry of Finance, a major portfolio under the Prime Minister's leadership. During a brief discussion with staff, Prime Minister Mitchell highlighted areas of importance that he plans to address in short order. These include greater use of technology in government business with the goal of going paperless, and the regularization of the staff in the next 12 to 18 months. Prime Minister Mitchell said the government does not possess a magic wand to fix all issues, and he highlighted the need for all workers to give 100% in the performance of their duties, as increased productivity will ensure successful output and alignment with government's priorities. Mitchell was forceful during his political party's campaign when addressing the issue of job security. He informed those employed in the public service that they have no need to be fearful of their jobs. He did warn that under his administration, employment will be awarded based on merit.
Ahead of us in the coming days, including the appointment of a cabinet, we will seek to swiftly do so. Naturally, there will be changes that will be made at some government levels. We will seek to do so in a transparent and open manner. The key criteria will be merit. We will not move forward or prosper as a people if the sole basis for job selection, for promotion, for the award of contracts is party loyalty or personal loyalty. If we continue with this approach, we will be doing ourselves and the several generations of Grenadians to come a huge disfavor. And so under my leadership, I intend to break that vicious cycle of nepotism.
Joseph Kador, GBN News.
This is News at 7. Coming up, preliminary round of Soca and Groovy Soca Muna competitions continue this weekend. Stay with us for more news.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Sign up today for Fit for Life Kids Summer Program from July the 11th to August 5th, 2022. Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Grenada Trade Center, Monroe, St. George. Educational and fun activities for the kids ages 4 to 14 under the theme focusing on our health and the environment for a better Grenada. Your children will enjoy activities like dancing, treasure hunt, taekwondo, fitness, coastal, a day with doctors and agronomists, introduction to renewable energy and food security, healthy cooking, academics, and so much more for just $275 EC. Early bird and siblings discount. There will be the option for early drop-off and aftercare. It's Fit for Life's Kids Summer Program, July the 11th to August 5th, Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. The Grenada Trade Center. Call 409-3488 or 405-9357 for more information.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pocket every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
My name is Veronica Julian Adams. I'm from Leicester, Carriacou. I've been a proud member of Ariza Credit Union for the past 20 years. I chose to become a member of the Ariza Credit Union because of what they were offering at the time for low-income people like myself. My experience with Ariza leaves me feeling as a millionaire. My pocket is never empty. Ariza even helped me to secure a loan, which I assisted my son in building a boat. So now I'm part owner of a fishing boat because of Ariza. And I'm looking to do a lot more with Ariza because they make everything so easy and affordable. Thank you, Ariza, for enhancing lives for the past 75 years. I am one of those lives, and I'm proud to say you're the best. Thank you, Ariza.
Kenny's Trucking and Equipment Services Limited, now introducing Portland King Cement, Grenada's toughest and most high-quality cement, engineered with you in mind. Whether it's residential or industrial construction, Portland King Cement has been tested to achieve profound results that you can trust. The choice is clear. Choose Portland King, tougher than the rest. Visit Kenny's Trucking and Equipment Services Limited on Dusty Highway. Call telephone number 439-6605 or 440-6605. Or visit our 2 other locations, Wester Hall in St. David and Dunfermline in St. Andrew.
Here is a little known fact. There is only one place in Grenada that you can get an MRI scan done. That place is Spicile Imaging Center. Yes, Grenada, that's the truth. Other centers could offer you other scans, but Spicile Imaging provides an authentic MRI scan. Here's another little known fact. Spicile Imaging has 3 centers. We operate at Grenville, the Carnage, and at the Ocean House, Grand Banks. We provide the widest range of laboratory tests and services. CT scans, x-rays, mammograms, ultrasounds, and a host of other services. We are fully staffed by a team of family doctors and specialists. Call us today at 444-7679 or 406-1500 or visit any of our 3 locations. Spice Cell Imaging, from seeing the doctor to getting lab tests, scans, and pharmacy services. We are here to take care of you.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think of Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Drop by any one of our 8 locations today. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. Just about 2 weeks before general elections were held, the then Civil Aviation Minister Clarice Modest-Kerwin announced the resumption of airlift to the Sister Isles from July, based on an agreement reached with SVG Air. A 2-year contract was signed between the then NNP government and SVG Air.
Really comes into force from the signing. However, the flights will start the 1st of July, and the contract is up to the 30th of June 2024. It's a 2-year contract in the first instance, and we would hopefully 2 years from now be renewing routinely a contract that is very, very, for a route that is very viable.
With the hope that this will soon be a thing of the past, Minister for Carriacou and Petite Martinique Affairs and Local Government, Tevin Andrews, says inter-island travel is one of 3 immediate focus areas for him.
The fact that today I had to come down the Coast Guard and we had to charter the hospital to get here is a clear indication of the challenge that the people of Carriacou and Petite Martinique face with the inter-island travel. The mere fact that the plane is not operating, they are operating until mid-July, and all of these things, we intend to deal with the inter-island issue. And of course creating a new economy. A new economy in Carriacou and Petite Martinique, helping to transform and to build and improve our water infrastructure and supply in Carriacou and Petite Martinique, and of course agriculture, which is another top priority for us. And there are many other things, but I think the 3 main things is 1, to unite our people because we are way too divided. 2, the healthcare challenges that our people face, which we intend to partner with SGU, partner with CHS, partner with the diaspora, and of course dealing with the inter-island travel issues.
Andrew plans to tackle the TAMCC situation on the Sister Isle that many say is long overdue.
First order of business I'll be dealing with the Minister of Education with. It is something that must be done. You can't have a government institution in that condition in my territory. It is something that I intend to deal with aggressively. And already the Minister for Education and I started the discussion. I understand that there's some preliminary work has already been done, but I will, of course, my parliamentary colleague and I, cabinet colleague and I, intend to work together hand in hand to bring an amicable solution to that problem as soon as possible. Yeah.
The battle between Soca Monarch artists competing to secure a place on the big stage has started. The preliminary round of Soca and Groovy Soca Monarch competitions began Thursday night and continues on the weekend. More in this Rena Perry-Thomas report.
It's a weekend packed with activities as Spice Mass 2022 kicked off with a bang Thursday night with Soca Monarch preliminaries in Lassager, St. David. 30 artists, most of whom are newcomers to the competition, put down their best performance on stage, hoping to secure a place in the second round of the competition. The second round of the Soca preliminaries takes place tonight, followed by the Groovy Monarch preliminaries on Saturday night. CEO of Spice Mass Corporation, Kelvin Jacob, explains.
So we are encouraging people to come out and support the artists. This year we have a lot of young and upcoming artists vying for a place in the semi-finals and the finals. So we are asking you to come out and support them and give them constructive criticisms, especially what we post on Facebook under the lives and after the events and so on. Please give the artists your support and give them some encouraging words rather than speaking to their craft or their performance in a derogatory sense. We all start from somewhere and they are vying for a place and to improve their craft. So we want everybody to come out and support them.
Here is a short review of some of the performances from Artistes Thursday night.
Run up and down. Everybody jump up. Carnival, come back. The vaccine are giving you. Oh yeah. No Pfizer, no Moderna. Hey, don't be blue. Just tell me what you come here to do. I come for the love of soca. Listen, you get it push if you don't want to push. Push, let your big leg and push. Push, give your boss head and push. Push, push, push. You get it push if you don't want to move. Push, give your push, could give. Listen, push, push, push. Yeah, I just got me thing on me head down, but I'm feeling too jam on somebody. I'm not staying home. I'm not staying home. I'm not staying home. Chat don't have no sense and chat job always dirty. Stubborn. Give me the whole I do. Rub on. And then the whole place we go. Go on. And just to be transformed. Don't tell me boy can't. No. Hey, you know the top can chill when we drink the
Jacob says that though the numbers are a little lower this year when compared to 2019, 20 artists will be selected to move on to the semi-finals competition. He encouraged everyone to come out and support the various artists as they compete after a 2-year break.
We have Soca prelims last night at Lassager, the first batch. We have in the second batch tonight, again at Lassager. Then we move to the Groovy prelims, which will be on Saturday in Bossiard in Sotes. And then we move on to the Hardcoat in St. Mark's, where we will be doing the last set of prelims in the Groovies. So basically we have 4 prelims, 2 Groovy and 2 Soca. The one last night, as far as I know, it was a good turnout, and we expect a better turnout even tonight and as the prelims roll along.
For GBN News, I am Rena Perry-Thomas reporting.
In more news, after 3 years of service as the U.S. Embassy Principal Officer to Grenada, Carl Duckworth and his family bids farewell. Duckworth, in his remarks, said that leading the U.S. Embassy and engaging the Grenadian people and the Grenadian government has been the biggest honor of his career. He said, and I quote, "I cannot fully express how grateful I am to everyone who has worked together to strengthen the ties between the United States and Grenada in areas ranging from education and exchanges to health, the environment, and law enforcement. As I look back over the past 3 years, my family and I will take a piece of Grenada with us for the rest of our lives," end quote. Duckworth's statements were made during a ceremony hosted by U.S. Ambassador to Grenada, Linda Tagliatella, last Friday at Pier 57 in Grand Mall, St. George, to commemorate the 246th anniversary of the independence of the United States and to bid farewell to Mr. Duckworth and his family. And now we turn our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. GBN Social Buzz is reaching beyond the local platform to share with you what's trending on social media. We browse the World Wide Web and bring to you the topics inciting the most reaction and debate among users. In Thursday's newscast, GBN aired a report that controversy slammed the organizers of the Eastern Caribbean Volleyball Association Championship as participating national teams encountered substandard living accommodations in Antigua, Grenada included.
This is less than satisfactory. I would describe it as less than human accommodation.
Manager of the Grenada National Senior Men's Volleyball Team describing the substandard living conditions encountered as they participate in the Eastern Caribbean Volleyball Association Men's Championship in Antigua.
We're saying that this is less than satisfactory for the team to be staying in. Guys cannot take a proper shower. Guys cannot get rested. Up to now, they said that breakfast was supposed to be delivered. Guys haven't eaten. We have a game to play soon at 1 o'clock.
It's now almost 10 o'clock.
GBN social media users took to the comments section to share their thoughts on the latest developments. The following views are of members of the public and not of the GBN. Dereki said, "It's not right to treat visitors like this, especially when it's an invitation. However, the Grenadian team management should have visited Antigua earlier to plan for this event to ensure a smooth interaction." Chevon said, "Since they found another place for St. Vincent and the Grenadines because they said they were not staying in bad housing, all the countries should have held one head and stuck with one another." Patsy chimed in, "Grenadians were trained to accept substandard. All the others came and left, but are you waiting for somebody to lead or tell you the conditions aren't proper? Sad mentality." Charmaine said, "You all should have taken a flight back home, Not me sleeping in such deplorable state. By right, the coach should have been there a few days before the team, and this would not have happened to you all. Lesson to learn." Khalees said, "I just hope you all didn't play any game. This unfair treatment can't work. If nothing can't be arranged, just simply leave them people country. Which is more important, health or game? What are they thinking? We are not dogs. Coachman, make your voice loud." Maguire said, "They should have left." He said St. Vincent and St. Lucia were given different accommodation after refusing the original service. Why did the folks from Grenada remain there? They should have left. That's what's buzzing tonight. We encourage you, our viewers and listeners, to submit your think pieces on trending topics locally, regionally, and internationally via our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Continue to share your thoughts and concerns with us on our social media platforms. Still ahead, Grenadian health authorities remain on alert following confirmation of monkeypox virus in Jamaica. This is News at 7. Stay with us.
They are the few, the strong, the elite. Grenada, get ready as our sporting gladiators go for gold and glory at the World Championships. Follow every throw, stride, and jump from July 15th to the 24th. Capture the action daily on GBN television. It's the World Championships. The dream continues.
James is going to win it.
Family fun days are here. Now is the time for movie marathons, tasty treats, and outdoor fun. At Courts, we have the TVs, appliances, grills, pools, and more to make your home the place to be. Get it all today with no cash when you shop with Courts Ready Finance. Family fun days are on now. Get what you need at Courts, bringing value home. Offer ends July 23rd. Conditions apply.
If there was ever a time to keep and stay healthy, it's now! We at Hills and Valley are here to help you take deliberate steps to maintain your health. We stayed true to maintaining the most comprehensive rates while stocking the widest range of medicines and health devices, including personal protective equipment. There are so many benefits shopping with us. You get great savings through discounts for senior citizens and reward cards for loyal customers. Ask about owning yours today. Visit us at Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George, Jubilee Street opposite the Grenville Bus Terminal, and at Hillsborough, Carriacou. Our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street also stocks the widest range of pharmaceuticals. We are with you on the hills and in the valleys. We are Hills and Valley Pharmacy.
Weatherguard Pro. For every project, there's only one Pro.
I'm a cool kid, you're a cool kid, we are cool kids, are you a cool kid?
Try all the Fruit of Cool Kids flavors. It's a whole box of fun.
Spice Mass is back! And Grenada Distillers Limited wants you to win big with its bottleneck promotion. With every purchase of pure white or special dark, you are automatically entered for a chance to win. Win tickets to Soca Mona. Win free costumes. Win bottles of Clark Scott Rum. Grenada's #1. Win cold hard cash and more. Simply write your name, address, and contact details at the back of this bottleneck and insert in the boxes at participating outlets and the Clark Scott sales van. Win big for Spice Mass with Clark Scott, Grenada's #1 rum.
A whole new level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Welcome back. There are no confirmed cases of monkeypox in Grenada at this time. However, the National Disease Surveillance Unit in the Ministry of Health is advising people with a recent travel history from any country where cases have been detected and who are symptomatic to immediately notify the Ministry of Health and exercise caution when visiting their nearest healthcare provider. In May of this year, Grenada issued its first public health advisory notifying the public of the emerging public health threat concerning the detection of cases of monkeypox, as reported by the World Health Organization. While this development is being monitored, Grenada's Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sean Charles is appealing to the public to be vigilant and to practice good hygiene. As the carnival season approaches, he is encouraging everyone to practice physical distancing, wash and sanitize hands often, wear a mask when in the company of individuals from different households, and avoid contact with people with skin lesions. Contact must also be avoided with their clothing and bedding. The main symptoms of monkeypox are fever, rash, and swollen lymph nodes. The virus is transmitted from one person to another by coming into close contact with lesions, body fluids, and respiratory droplets. We now take a peek through the GBN ISO lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISO is brought to you by ClearVision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. ClearVision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ClearVision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Tonight's GBN ISAW features Krista Campbell making presentations to the students of the Constantine Methodist School on behalf of the Odette Campbell Center of Excellence. The presentation was done at the school's graduation ceremony on Friday morning. Odette Campbell Center of Excellence hosts an outdoor Sunday school every Sunday. All the students who are a part of Campbell's Sunday school were gifted school supplies. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms. Stay with us. Your sports news is up next.
Fuel your dreams with a communal vehicle loan. It's a huge deal with super awesome rates and discounts. Get the vehicle that's just for you. Enjoy your journey. Make memories. Explore more. We're fueling dreams to your destination. It's a huge deal and it's just for you. Your destination, and we'll take you there. Call or message us on WhatsApp 405-6670 or 405-2248. Let's get you where you have to be with Communal and Friends. This special promotion is in collaboration with The Beacon Insurance, Netherlands Insurance, Greens Automotive, RF Motors, and Specialized Automotive. We're fueling dreams to your destination. Apply today. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Good evening, sporting fans. Despite the difficulties the team had experienced with living accommodations, Grenada won their second match in the 2022 ECVA Men's Volleyball Championship underway in Antigua and Barbuda. Grenada defeated Anguilla 3 sets to 0, 25-16, 25-17, and 25-20. In their opening game of the championship, they played against St. Kitts and Nevis, winning 3 straight sets, 25-21, 25-22, and 25-16. Between the two matches, Grenada had to change accommodations, at which the team encountered substandard living conditions, whereby players had to sleep on mattresses and chairs in the corridor. The Eastern Caribbean Volleyball Association and local sports ministry then had to intervene, as several teams were affected by the inhospitable arrangements. Grenada lost its opening match to St. Lucia as Winlot Windward Islands Under-19 tournament got underway in Dominica. After scoring 76 all out in the first inning, Grenada again had a paltry score of just 112 runs, despite the efforts of Kervin Gangadine on 30 and skipper Devani Joseph 21. Joseph says they are not daunted by the 7-wicket loss to St. Lucia.
First of all, I want to congratulate the St. Lucia team. They did very well. Also, I want to congratulate my team. They showed a tremendous performance after the second innings, and I feel very proud.
Like you said, tremendous performance in the second innings. A good fight back with the bat, given the circumstances of the match.
Yes, for sure. I thought the middle order batsman could have stayed a little bit more longer before tea, but nevertheless, good performance by the guys today.
How much of a setback is this for you, defeating the opening game?
It's not really a setback, it's a learning experience. I'm just looking forward to the next game to better all the mistakes that we made in the previous game.
St. Lucian skipper Tariq Edwards captured 2 wickets for just 16 runs, with Kevin Gassi 3 for 19 before Tariq scored an unbeaten 12 runs as St. Lucia reached 41 for 3 while chasing down 40 runs.
Well, this afternoon we were kind of in a hole, we were kind of struggling, but trust me, my boys, we have a never give up mentality. My boys end up bowling very well after the tea interval, and then after that, we got some showers, but but God is always with us. So at the end, we came out victorious.
Grenada had a sort of partnership there in that second innings that threatened, to really, put a big target there. But what was the message to the team at that point when the wickets were not coming?
Yeah, it was a very difficult point, especially for me as a captain. I got lots of options. But, I always have belief in my team and my players. After the team, we came together, we talked, we spoke, and, we thought of a plan to get the wickets, and at the end, we got the wicket.
Still with cricket, Captain Nicholas Puran led from the front with an awesome display of batting as West Indies romped to an emphatic victory over Bangladesh to complete a 2-0 series win on Thursday. The left-hander played an array of awesome strokes on both sides of the wicket as he made his 4th T20 international half-century in his last 5 innings. Set a challenging target of 164 in the final contest, West Indies reached a landmark with 10 balls to spare. Puran finished on 74 not out just off 39 balls and ended the match in grand style with a magnificent straight 6 and held the pose for emphasis. For his heroics, he is named the player of the match and the man of the series.
I felt like, the way Kyle played, especially when I went into bat, that was, really well. I was telling him how good he was batting out there, and I felt like that was a top innings, just because the fact that he was putting away the loose balls, and the bowlers was actually under pressure, even though they were on top of the game, and that's something we as a batting group want to continue to do. Again, he made my job easier for me, and just for me to build that partnership with him, communicate, and get the job done.
Opener Kyle Mayers added 55 of 38 balls at the top of the order, combining with Puran in a record 85-run 4th wicket stand to pull the run chase around from 43 to 3 in the 7th over.
I thought that we approached it very sensible, but still aggressive, being ourselves, putting pressure on the bowlers. I thought that we made some very good decisions in terms of shot selection. I thought that was crucial and closed out the overs very well.
That's sports for now. Stay with us for a look at regional and international news. This is your One Caribbean Media Hookup. I am your presenter, Beverly Telesford. In Trinidad, over $27 million in fines have been issued to people caught not wearing their face masks since the mandate took effect. This as more than 27,000 people were issued tickets for the period. In the CNC3 report, police are warning that it is still an offense to not wear a mask in public until the mandate comes to an end.
More than 27,600 tickets have been issued by the police for failing to wear face masks between September 2020 and June this year. Data obtained from the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service shows that May 2021 recorded the highest number with 1,949 tickets being issued. The tickets fluctuated monthly in the hundreds except for May and June this year, when there was a drastic decline with 20 and 9 tickets given out respectively. This was a mere weeks after the Safe Zone system was scrapped. The regulation, however, not only served as a health and safety measure, but a revenue earner for the state, generating a total of over $27 million since the mandate came into effect. While mandatory mask wearing comes to an end on July 17th, citizens are being reminded that if they are caught in public without a mask, they will be required to pay the $1,000 fine.
Some police officers may give you a chance, they may warn you, they have a discretion. It's a minor offense.
Opposition-nominated commissioners at the Guyana Elections Commission recently submitted a motion recommending that GCOM undertakes an independent and impartial internal assessment of its election processes to identify any weaknesses in conducting these events. More from HGP TV.
The motion, which has been tabled and debated, contends that GCOM is equipped to conduct an administrative review of its current electoral processes before the commencement of another election, in spite of sentiments shared by Chairman of the Guyana Elections Commission, retired Justice Claudette Singh, in some sections of the media, that such review is outside of the remit of GCOM and falls within the High Court's jurisdiction. Opposition-appointed Commissioner at GCOM, Vincent Alexander, keenly noted that Singh has committed to rule on the motion next week. The administrative review, according to Alexander, should be even-handed and not take into consideration the report from the former Chief Elections Officer, Keith Lowenfield. To this end, Alexander, who spoke with Nightly News via telephone on Thursday, pointed out that an efficient review of the Guyana Elections Commission requires persons with organizational, operational, and information technology IT management knowledge, considering that members of the International Commission of Inquiry, recently established by President Irfan Ali, are all legal practitioners. He also shared that since the Commission of Inquiry was implemented, there has been no communication between the commissioners from either side of the divide. In addition, he contended that the Commission of Inquiry is limited in its expertise to review the operation of GCOM and the conduct of an election. He said the commissioners representing the opposition are very cautious of government's involvement in the intended review process, since the current regime has a record of meddling in such proceedings to pursue subjective outcomes.
Further afield, Japan's former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe has died after he was shot during a campaign event in the city of Nara. Al Jazeera has the details in this report.
A shot to the heart by a man with a homemade gun. A routine campaign speech ending in an unprecedented assassination. Former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe died Friday morning in the western city of Nara. He was campaigning for upper house elections scheduled for Sunday. Seconds after Abe collapsed, officers tackled the suspect. Police say 41-year-old Tetsuya Yamagami told them he was disgruntled with Abe and aimed to kill him. It was a rare occurrence in a country with a low crime rate and some of the world's most restrictive gun laws.
We cannot accept that this violent act took place during an election, the foundation of democracy. In the strongest terms, I condemn this attack.
The 67-year-old was a dynamo of Japanese politics and a third-generation politician. His grandfather was prime minister, his father foreign minister. Abe distinguished himself as the longest-serving prime minister with two.
And that's your One Caribbean Media Hookup. I was your presenter, Beverly Telesford. Now to recap the headlines. Grenada Airport Authority retests its capability in preparation for real-life aircraft emergencies. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell recommits to regularization of employees within the public service. Preliminary round of soca and Groovy Monarch competitions continue this weekend. In the region in Trinidad, the state rakes in over $32 million from COVID-19 violations. Internationally, Japan's former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe assassinated. And in sports, Grenada remains undefeated in the ECVA Men's Volleyball Championship in Antigua. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I am Beverly Telesford. That's the news. Good night.